every student who comes out of the college down the line, who is really interested in learning, should become a tech talent with entrepreneurial spirit. So entrepreneurship within the organization. Then whenever they want, they can always start a company, but they're actually living that dream inside the company. Mentors are available in dozens, dozens. They want to help. The question is entrepreneur willing to open up their heart, accept the mentor, take his ideas, and listen from him, understand why is he saying what he is saying. Based on that, figure out what I need to do, implement it, go back, and that relationship can continue. You can actually learn from mentors' experience of 30-40 years and skip all the failure, setback that can happen. That doesn't mean you will not have setbacks. You will have new setbacks, new failures. But you will actually cross the one they have done already much faster with much lower impact. Major problem with most tech startups, they have tech mindset, so they have a solution looking for a problem. Go in the society, talk to people what problems they have, and whichever problem you get connected to, take that problem, and that will give you the actually kind of and then you figure out if it is critical for that customer, great. If it is there, if it is not there, go for some other problem. Customer is willing to pay 100 rupees and your solution is 200 rupees. Forget about it. Don't even go that direction. And finally, is this customer segment that you are targeted, which has a common problem, is it big enough? 1 lakh, 10 lakh, 1 crore, 10 crore or 100 crore. If it is 10 lakh, don't even go that direction. Micro entrepreneurs are doing that job. 1 crore, don't go that direction, not scalable. Now, some of them pass that cycle. They are looking for real problem and they create POC. Because customer says, I have POC, paid POC, show me the POC. You can take an X-ray of a nut, bolts and mechanical parts, axles, and find out defect in that so that it will not create a maintenance problem and accidents later on. And one of the customers said, yes, I can buy. I will use I'm doing the components of automotive. I can use your technology. So he bought an X-ray machine, bought the whole tools, software, processing, capture and all that, and created a product. So I told him, hey, what is the money he's going to buy? He said, no, he's very interested. I said, ask him the money. He said, no, if I ask for the money, he'll not give me any support. Customer said, now can you put a conveyor belt and show me that how the parts are going to be taken and sorted out. So the entrepreneur came and I said, Vivek, I want to do this. I said, don't do it. He said, why? I said, go to him and say, I'm going to make the conveyor. If conveyor works, you will give me orders. So give me a PO, condition to conveyor working, and give me some advance. Next day, the entrepreneur met me and entrepreneur said, Vivek, thank you. Because you told this, I didn't waste one more year. Because this customer is saying, hey, I can't do anything more than 20,000 rupees, but the machine and this whole together is going to become 1 lakh. And this guy is not willing to pay that money. I talked to others, maximum I'll get 50,000 for this sorting because they are not getting enough margins from the automotive industry. So he will not use it. Customer was doing actually kind of a cashew nuts, not nuts and bolts. You get cashew nut, can you sort cashew nut? Because we are actually putting kind of 20 labors for a day and still I can't do more than the required delivery in terms of sorted nuts. We had a discussion. Hey, what is the problem? What is the market? And they found that there is no cashew nut sorting machine in India which is done at a scale. It is only good or bad, broken and not broken. Those cashews were sorted in India, but not kind of a 12, 15 grade, 16 grade, 32 grade that you can do with the photography and image processing. This took him actually 1.5 years, but before that, we looked at the market. The maximum exporter was a Brazilian company doing the export of the machines, and all were imported from Brazil. So he made that machine. That company is called Nanopix. Today, they are the biggest exporters of cashew machine. How do you make your machine workable? Listen to the customer, and if it's not working, get a customer buy-in, get money from the customer. PO, advance is the best way to say whether they are interested or not. Without that, you won't get the business. But when you do a MVP, minimum viable product, delivered to the customer for validation on the ground. The product has to work 24/7. It cannot be like POC. If you move the table, it stops working. Then you have to modify something and it starts working again, right? So one of my mentee, he had a vibration sensors. He said, I can put on every machine. And based on the vibration, he could tell whether it's working correctly or not. I can give you how many machines, what is utilization of machine, when it's turned on, when it's off, and when the light has gone, when the machine was turned off. Finally also, when you have to do a predictive maintenance so that it will fail, right? Customer said, put it. He put it. And customer was very upset after a few months. Why? Because batteries had drained out. The data was not there for some of those guys. And he missed out that data. Now, why batteries drained out? Because they had not verified that if the network bandwidth is choked, the device which was supposed to get up every 5 minutes has to go to sleep and then come back after 5 minutes, send the data, sleep. So he could go for months to years together. But when the bandwidth is choked, it will try to send, stop again, send, stop again. So it is not going to sleep. So that's why the battery went off in 2 months instead of 2 years. Now this testing he should have done earlier. Okay, he lost that customer. But luckily, it was only one customer. Then he tried with other customer, and now they are exporting into Germany and everywhere place. Third is, you have a revenue, but you don't scale up. Profitability nahi hai. Kyun? Because most of the guys, they don't have a USP in your product or service. What is USP? They call it unique selling proposition, or very difficult to copy because you have innovation in that. So nobody else had that feature. You are different than your competition. Your uniqueness, which solves the customer problem, makes it cheaper, faster, or better. Innovation doesn't have to be in the product. Doesn't have to be only in service. It can be in the way you deliver the product, way you deliver the service, so that it gives advantage to the customer. Everything you do in business should be from the customer-centered point of view. Best is, it increases customers' revenue. Customer will buy it today. No negotiation. If it reduces cost immediately, it will take maybe months. And last failure is for many startups is they don't scale up. First, because they don't have management level at all levels. They actually are managing everything. HR भी मैं कर रहा हूँ, recruitment भी मैं कर रहा हूँ. Manager appoint किया है, ले आया HR manager, but I'm sitting every time. Okay? They have to get quality people better than them in those areas, so that they are actually making the job of founder zero, irrelevant to the company. So he can think about the next S curve for the company, the strategic thinking, next product development, what is the next thing to do, next market to develop. Second thing that is missing with most of the startups is that they don't create a sales pipeline with good GPM, which is predictable, without founder requirement. And last one is, most of the people don't know, just profitable product doesn't mean scale will happen. They forget cash flow. Cash flow is not there in the company. You have maybe 50% profit. Your company will fail because there is no cash flow. You need to pay the money to the people. Company will have to be sold at distress sale. For net profitability, your GPM should be 70%. Some of them are doing with a 50% GPM, gross profit margin. By the time you have returns, servicing done, some of the spare part, inventory cost, your GPM will fall to 0% profit. If you want 20-25% profit, your gross profit margin should be your cost of build. Is if you are building something for 100 rupees, you have to sell for at least 400 rupees, 300 rupees to make profits finally, net profit. Okay. Learning technology by doing it, not just by reading it. If you are self-learning, you don't need to learn the latest technology, new technology. Learn to learn technology, and whichever company you go, you learn that technology within a week or two, and you are good at it. If you want to become better in solving the problem, ask questions. Why this? Why that? What is this? How does this work? Why is this work this way? Constantly develop that habit. Confidence cannot build up without self-learning. Self-learning cannot be without confidence. Both are hand in hand. Now, the first is you have to have confidence for self-learning. How do you do that? So we start both parallel, and then problem solving using technology, break down the problem and all that, innovative solution, and finally managing stress and professionalism. If these 5 qualities are there, 3 technical, top 3, and bottom 2 are actually kind of soft skills. You will be one of the top performer wherever you go. You become entrepreneur, you're a top performer. You go company, you're a top performer. You become professor, you'll be top performer. Because these are the qualities that are required in 20th century. You don't need Java, .NET. You can learn that if you're self-learning. Okay, and now it's not needed. You will actually need to have a language about artificial intelligence, how to use it. No longer coding will be useful in next few years. But you knowing hardware and how to use software and hardware will make it kind of very useful, and that is what jobs are going to be. Thank you very much and hope it was useful to you.